Hello, welcome everyone for this week's strategy creation webinar. So today we are going to create a strategy based on straddles, and we will have different type of exit logic uh, on on the straddles that we sell. So the basic logic I have written here. So at 10 a.m. we'll initiate a position to short ATM call and put. Then we'll put a stop loss at a strategy level per lot, let's say 3,000 rupees or something. For individual legs, we will apply a 40% stop loss. So let's say if I'm selling call and put both at 100 rupees, then 140 will be my stop loss for call and 140 will be my stop loss for put leg. So on both individual legs, we'll put a stop loss. So this stop loss will apply at a strategy level. If any time PNL goes below 3,000, strategy will exit. And this will apply on individual legs. And one more criteria that will add here is, let's say if market moves and my call exits in 40% stop loss, then I don't want to exit put at 40% stop loss because it isn't, that position is in profit. So I want to move it stop loss from 40% to, let's say, 20%, or I want to bring it to cost. So at what price I sold, if LTP of that put goes below that number, sorry, higher than that number, then I want to exit. So, so this setup we will try to create uh, with different SL logic. So first condition that will put is a time-based entry condition. So we will enter when time is greater than equal to 10 a.m. One more condition that I'll put here is I'll check if this position is already taken or if entry has already happened, then do not place any orders. Basically, I don't want to re-enter again if the stop loss is hit. Once entry is taken and stop loss is hit, then I don't want to enter the straddle position again when both legs are closed. So in the beginning, when there is no trade taken, so quantity for all my entry positions will be 0, because as there is nothing traded yet, strategy status is active. So the position detail keyword will return value 0. So once you have defined the entry condition, then you can add positions to your strategy. So select NSO, call, Nifty, and keep it an intraday strategy with current week, and will trade one lot. Similarly, we will add one more leg for put. So this again will be an intraday order on ATM of current peak option for one lot. We'll put the easy conditions first. So the universal exit. So PNL of the strategy goes below minus 3,000. As I'm defining a particular number here, I'll use multiplied by multiplier. So if I'm deploying this strategy with, let's say, 2x multiplier, where it will trade 2 lots each time, then my stop loss will automatically be changed to 6,000 based on the multiplier selected. So this is one exit condition, and second we can put as the time-based exit, as it's an intraday strategy. So time greater than number 1510. So 310, we will exit the position. Okay. Now we will add two repair ones, one to exit our call leg and second to exit put leg. So this repair will buy call. Price will be MIS and it will be current week, one lot. And it is possible that when the stop loss condition is true, now your ATM strike is different than what you actually traded in entry. So we have to find out the strike which got traded here in our entry leg. So for that, we will select FX, and here we will select traded instrument strike. So from entry condition, what is the strike price of Nifty for set number one, condition number one, and as call is my first leg out of two legs in entry condition, leg number will be one. So for put, leg number will be two. So this will become your strike formula to select strike from entry condition of set one for Nifty and the leg number. So call is the first leg. So based on that, we'll add this here. We will buy put leg. So again, MIS one lot for current week, and strike formula here will be traded instrument strike for Nifty. Set number will be one, condition one, and leg number here will be two. So leg number is two because in the order in which we have defined position, call was at the first position. It is the first leg of entry condition, and put is second leg of entry condition. So because I want to select the strike of put. As we are selling a straddle here, the strike will remain same whether you fetch leg one strike or leg two. But let's say if you are selling a strangle or both leg has different strike formula, in that case, this will help you to fetch that particular strike which got traded. So we have defined both the positions. Dinesh is asking, can you explain how to fill in the limit price in position builder? Sure. So just in case if you don't want to keep modifying your stop loss or exit points, then in that case you can use stop loss trigger price. Okay. So limit, because this is an already entered position, I want to exit it based on one price level. So I will need an SL or SLM order. So stop loss trigger basically allows you to put an SLM order into the system. So you should use this condition, use this position only in repair one type of conditions. And here you can write the formula for the price at which you want to place the order. So suppose I want to place an order at 40% stop loss again through an SLM order. So in that case, I'll start with round keyword, because whatever price I calculate, it should be multiple of the minimum tick size what exchange accepts. So in case of NSE or NFO, 5 paisa is the minimum tick size. So whatever price I calculate here should be rounded to 0. Should be a multiple of 5 paisa basically. So that's why we will round it first. And here you can write the calculation that you want to do. So I'll apply a math operation. I want to apply a 40% stop loss. So I'll multiply my entry price which will come from traded instrument keyword with a number which is 40% away from the traded price. Okay. So basically, whenever you add a keyword, even though if it looks very big or complex, you can just focus on one keyword at a time. So every link that you see here is a keyword. So math operation is nothing but a mathematical operation which will do addition, subtraction, or multiplication of two different keywords. So traded instrument is an independent keyword, number is a independent keyword. So with which number I want to multiply? So it's 1.4 because I want to place an order 40% above my entry price. Now I'll focus on the first parameter, which is my traded price. So the parameters are same as what we have used for selecting the strike. So if I want to select entry price of call, so entry condition, price field of Nifty from first leg. So whatever was the price, multiply it with 1.4. So I'll get 40% above price from my entry price, and then round it to. So using this round, I'm rounding it to nearest 5 tick or 1 tick multiple. So whenever this condition satisfies, limit order or SLM order will be placed at exchange. Okay. So I'll clear this for now. And if you want to have a look, or if you want this template, there's already one template created for straddle based on SLM. So where we have already added these fields, so you can check that. Okay. So let's complete this template first based on these rules, and then we will take the Q&A. So exit condition is if LTP of traded instrument. So the first repair once is for call. So if LTP goes above the price, entry price of same leg. So here the difference is, here I am taking the LTP, which is last traded price of this instrument, and in this keyword I am taking the actual traded price of this call leg, and if that value is greater than 1.4 times, which means 40% above, then I want to exit the position. So this is a simple exit rule for this call leg. You can just copy and paste this and change it to put by changing the leg number. Right. So again, if LTP of put goes above the entry price by 40%, then exit that. So now we have seen, we have written condition to enter this universal exit, and this how to put independent or individual leg stop loss. Now we'll see how to change the stop loss of one particular leg, or how to add one more condition if other leg is executed. So this is little tricky, which we have to tackle through a group of conditions. So that we will see here. So first we'll do it for put. So I'm going to edit condition. So to apply a 20% stop loss, I want to first check whether my call leg is already traded or not. So to do that, I will add one group. In this group, I'll check if my call leg is traded. So for set number 1, in put exit condition, I'm checking whether call leg is traded, whether its trade price exists. If there is no leg created, sorry, I'll have to check the repair condition. We will check the repair condition of call. If repair is traded, there will be a price. If there is no price, then this condition will be null and void and it won't go further. It will just check this first condition and exit. And exit if this condition is true, else it won't take any action. So in this group, we'll check this first, and then we will apply the same logic with a different stop loss. So instead of 40%, I want to put a 20% stop loss. And the additional condition to exit at 20% stop loss is I'm checking whether the call leg was traded or no through repair once condition. Okay, if this is if this price exists, it means that call leg was exited through repair once before. Okay, and similar condition we will add here. So we will add a group. So group allows you to have one or more condition. You can add these two, and these will be in OR. So either my price goes up by 40%, or this set of conditions should be true. So here again we will check traded instrument price for Nifty 50. Set number 1. Sorry, this again repair one. Now there are two repair once conditions in my strategy, one for call and one for put. Okay, now for call exit, I want to refer the put leg and see if the second repair once is executed or no. Okay, so repair once type of condition, but second condition in order. So this repair once is first condition and this repair once is second condition. So I want to see whether second repair once put leg is executed or no, and it has only one leg. Okay, so set number comes from the top. I'll show you where the set number is. This 2 number is because the repair once which I am referring to is in order second. It is the second repair once condition in my set. That's why. And because it has only one leg, that's why this final leg is 1. So we'll put it target again, stop loss again, we will revise it as 20%. So if put leg is exited, then exit this call leg at 20% stop loss and not 40%. Okay, and this has to be OR. So either this has to be true or this has to be true, whichever is true, and whatever condition comes first, it will exit the position. Here I think I missed to make it OR. Yeah, this should be OR. So this completes the condition part and the position of the strategy to create straddle with different stop loss for individual legs. So we'll make this strategy public and allow others to duplicate it. I'll share a link of this strategy on chat. Okay, so here is the link to duplicate this strategy. So you can duplicate this strategy in your account and play around with the parameters that we have put. You can create your own version of it. You can change the entry time or if you want to enter on a particular condition, if ATR rises or something else, you can do that. So cool. Let's move to Q&A. When I use a stop loss order in repair once without any condition, then in paper trade it executes immediately and enters new position again. Is this expected behavior? Yes. So SLM order or stop loss limit order or limit orders doesn't work in paper trading because there is no way to imitate how SLM order will work in virtual trading. So that's why. So for SLM orders, the only way to test it is through placing some live order. So maybe you can place one single share order first in your SLM condition, and if it is working fine, then you can modify it to trade whatever instrument you want. So to initially test your strategy, you can just put one share of Idea or Yes Bank or something that has less value, won't impact much, and you can test your SLM order to that. Ujjwal is asking how to make condition to exit particular script giving plus 3% profit. So the way we have written a repair once condition to exit at 40% increase in value, you can just write it as 1.03 and it is 3% profit condition. So like this. So this will become like we have used it in repair once because we have two legs in entry. If you're trading with only futures, then you can use this condition in exit condition. Okay. How to delete chargeable monthly fee plus profit sharing strategy in my deployed list? You can archive them if there are no positions open in those strategies, because if there is any strategy with variable fee or profit sharing fee, then you cannot delete that deployment, but you can definitely archive it so it will not be visible on your deployed list. Okay, can I check any strategy in paper trade without having API? Yeah, of course, Sunil, you can just write. So like this strategy, you can just deploy it in paper trading and it will not place any order in your broker account. It will just give you all the trade details based on live prices. So yeah, of course, you can paper trade without having any API or trading account integrated. Vivek is asking in ORG strategy if instrument trade in any one direction and ST loss hit, no further trade will not exist. What to do? Sorry, Vivek, I didn't get your question exactly. So actually cannot comment it. So if you have like any conditions written in your strategy, you can share it screenshot with support team, and I think they can help. Or you can connect on web chat during trading hours. Sunil is asking, can I check any strategy in paper trade without having API? Again, I think this I have answered. Just join. Can you send the webinar by email? Yeah, of course. It will be uploaded on our YouTube channel, so you can view it there, Naveen. How safe is your actual trade? Paper trade looks to be rosy. Manjunatha, that too you will have to experience it yourself by deploying one strategy with one lot if you're convinced with the paper trading result of a strategy. Or you can connect with other subscribers of a strategy and go to strategy profile page and connect with any of other subscribers and ask them how's their experience. Maybe that can help you. So just go to a strategy, connect with any subscriber of the strategy and just ask them their experience with it. I understand SLM orders. I need to know the limit price box near stop loss trigger. I don't know how to use this and when to use. In all your demos, this is left blank. So limit order, so to give you an example, let's say if I buy one share of Reliance and I want to buy one more if price moves 3% below from my entry price. So I can use a limit order to, I can place a limit order 3% below my entry price to trade there. So it is opposite of SLM order. SLM order you put as a stop loss with a price uh, below or above your entry price. And the limit order is something, let's say if you want to buy something uh, at a lower price, then you use a limit order. If you want to buy something at a higher price, then you use SLM order. So this is the basic difference between limit and SLM orders. Okay. When I use a stop loss order and repair once without any condition, yeah, that's I think answered. My friend lost huge money deploying a strategy. Exit condition satisfied. Still trade not exited. Have you done anything for this kind of error? We'll have to check. I mean, it depends what was the situation or what was the condition at that time which didn't get satisfied. What was the reason why exit didn't trigger? But no, this doesn't happen like often, or it is not a regular event. Uh, if both repair once condition hit or both legs and universal strike is not hit, then it takes position again. How can we stop that? Using the position detail keyword, Prabhat. So this keyword that you see here, position detail, basically it allows it restricts taking entry again if the entry quantity is once filled for a counter. So if before universal exit all the position gets closed, then this will not allow next time entry to be taken before universal exit. If any strategy I need only one trade in day, how can it be done? Again, same thing. Check this position detail keyword. Can we modify stop loss market orders in live trade? No. Once SLM order is placed, then that cannot be modified. Then you have to manually modify that broker. Okay. Any other questions or how to send limit orders if set entry is satisfied? So limit orders and SLM orders cannot be used in entry condition. This is a limitation of Patron's execution framework. So entry has to be either through market orders or using the price bidding logic, which is an advanced setting. You can use limit orders and SLM orders only through repair once conditions. So that's a limitation. Yeah. I want a crossover strategy with fixed amount of stop loss and profit. We have some videos on crossover strategies with how to write target or stop loss condition in a previous webinar. You can check that. One was, I think, based on MACD and one on Supertrend. So you can check any of those. How can I confirm that my strategy is error free? So best way is to create a strategy, deploy it in paper trading, let it run, check whether all the trades are coming as per your condition. And if it is working fine in all scenarios, then it has no error. But if you want to debug your strategy, then you have to first check. So first you have to check whether any notification logs are being generated. If there are no notification logs generated, then there is some problem with the condition or the rules that you have written here in the condition block. And if logs are getting generated, still trades are not taken, then some problem with the strike formula, quantity formula, or something. So these are the two places where you can, uh, Manjunatha is saying, please safeguard your customer interest in their money. He lost money with some kind of error. Uh, Maybe you can check with the other users' experience. I mean, of course, we take immediate actions if we find any technical issues, and we ensure like the issue which happened once should not repeat again. So of course, that is always improvement is always in process. And if we find any issue, any technical issue that we can fix, which is at our end, we definitely work on it. But again, there are some services even we are dependent on, like cloud service providers, uh, then brokers API. So if any of that is down, then even we cannot help on that. Suppose I have selected list of stocks. At that time, Signal generated more than 10 to 12 stocks, but I have to enter only two stocks. Which code I have to enter? So you can use one keyword, this open position, to restrict the number of trades you want to take. Do not select anything in this field, just select open position and hit enter, and make it less than number 2. So at any given point, it will not, if there are two positions already open, then it will not open third position. But at the same time, uh, if if one trade is already going on, and in one condition check cycle, three conditions or three stocks satisfies the entry condition, then all three will be taken. So if multiple stocks give signal at the same moment in the same condition check cycle, then this restriction won't work basically. But if the condition is getting met one by one in every check of the strategy, then this will work for you. Otherwise, there is no way to restrict number of positions, or you can restrict entry by value by some number. Let's say don't want to buy more than 10 lakh worth of position through entry. So that can be one more way to restrict it. So you have to use some logic based on the value that you can fetch from this position detail keyword to restrict or define the turnover that can be done, or the total traded value. You can restrict that using this keyword. I copied MACD crossword, and the instrument I selected from the list in the entry position box, it's showing crude. How can I correct it? Uh, Selected from my list. Check the list which is selected here in this drop down first, and view the stocks which are there in that list. I think that is the first thing you should check. And if it is showing the correct value, then just delete this position and add the position again, and it should work fine. Cool. So I think we have covered almost all the questions. And if I have missed any of your questions, you can do write to us at support@retron.tech. Yeah, one more thing I wanted to discuss is how you can manage your error execution. Let's say if I deploy a strategy and it goes to error execution for any XYZ reason. So how you can manage that particular deployment? What steps or what options do you have to manage this deployment? So this is one strategy which is just taking one crude oil one lot. I have deployed it in live auto with Fires Broker, and it was not able to take that trade at in my trading account and it went to error execution. So first thing that you can do is go to notification logs from here, check the error message, why it went to error. So this error message says Fire's order placement failed, invalid token. So because I have not generated token for my Fire's account for today, it is not allowing me to place order. So this is the reason why the strategy went to error. So now there are three options what you can do. So let's say if there is an error execution and immediately I want to take that trade, so you can just punch that order at broker terminal, come here, go to manage and select completed manually option. So once you select completed manually, it will consider that this you have already taken, this trade you have already taken at broker terminal. So it won't place another order to your trading account. It will just update the quantity as traded 100. Okay. Second option is I want to I have generated the token. Now I want to attempt again to place this order. So you can just select try again and click on proceed. So it will place the same order again to your trading account and see if it gets traded. If it is successfully traded, then your strategy status will change to live enter. And third option is to cancel. So let's say I missed this error execution notification and now the prices are way off and the entry condition doesn't satisfy now. So I can just select cancel. So if I select cancel, it will make quantity 0 and system will again start checking the conditions again. If the entry conditions are met again, then only it will place this order. Otherwise, it will just like cancel this order and start checking the conditions again. Okay. And let's say if the strategy is an intraday strategy and it was an error execution since morning. Now I just want to take a fresh trade tomorrow morning. So next day morning, you can just go to this menu and reactivate your strategy. So what reactivation does is it changes this counter to 2, increments its counter by 1 and makes strategy status active. So if you want to see what action it takes, you can check the notification log. So as soon as I clicked on reactivate, it changed the counter from 1 to 2 and status is changed to active. So it is like as good as a fresh deployment, which is in active status and checking conditions, entry conditions again. So if your first order goes to error for any XYZ reason, you can just reactivate it. See, it again went to error execution. And if I select, I have completed it manually, click on proceed. So it will just update its quantity as 100. If I select exit, it should again go to error execution in some time. Yeah. I have an option to, cancel this. So if I cancel it, quantity will become 0. So its status will, yeah, again, it will try to exit because I have selected the last option as exit. So now again, it will try to exit the same position. Or I can just do retry. So if I do retry, if you select retry, it will attempt the same, sorry, try again, then it will reattempt the same order again. So this is it for this webinar. If you have any questions which I have missed, you can, and you can also duplicate the strategy in your account. Link I have already shared, and it will be available in strategy templates link. And of course, if there are any other questions, you can write to support email. Thank you all. Have a happy weekend.